This is the first part of our line cutting and gluing and pattern creating project. So a pattern is when a color or a shape repeats over and over again. Before you begin, don't forget to write your name and teacher code on your paper. Crayons and markers can be used to add color. When coloring with markers, try using the side of your large chisel tip marker to make fat lines instead of coloring back and forth and scribbling. This process takes practice, but it also creates very nice coloring if you take your time and just make lines when you color. So we want the happy face coloring. We do not want the sad face coloring. When coloring with crayons, you're making nice slow movements with your hand, so your whole arm should not be moving back and forth. Just small movements with our hand, so we're making nice coloring. So we want happy face coloring, not sad face coloring. Notice the little tiny movements my hand is making. No sad face coloring. Make sure you take your time and do a nice job. Start by working on your background you're gluing onto by coloring any pattern with any colors that you may choose. You could use crayons or markers or even both together. You decide. When your background has no more white spots, you're ready to start working on the small sheet that we'll be cutting. And you may use markers and crayons to color this as well. Remember, very nice coloring, whether it be crayons or markers or both. Really hold that piece of paper down, especially when you're coloring near the edge. That's where it gets a little tricky. So notice my fingers move to hold my paper in place while I color. Check to make sure that your large piece of paper that is your background with the pattern has no white spots on it, and also check that the small sheet of paper you have with the lines drawn on it also has no white spots. After everything is colored, then you'll be ready for next time when we cut the lines. So the small sheet of paper with the lines, we will cut it and glue it down on top of our pattern, and this will create a fantastic collage of lines and patterns and colors. Have fun and do your best.